Happy Friday, guys. Welcome to Talking Pigskin Week 5 edition. Last week I went 2 and 3. Of course, not the result you want, but it's the NFL week to week league and it happens all the time. These guys let me down last week and I don't want to react too much into it because I guess we were due for a bad game. I am not going to count the week 1 loss as a bad game because that was just preseason for Aaron Rodgers because he hasn't played over a year. Last week was a terrible loss. You cannot lose those games, especially with defense holding the offense into 10 points. It was like Zach Wilson-like almost, but I did read a tweet somewhere on Twitter that the Jets didn't have a tribute video for Zach Wilson, so they just did it on the field to honor him. So I thought that was funny, and that kind of summed up how we were last week. Again, not gonna think too much about it. Terrible loss. We're 2 and 2. We move on. And let's start with this week's games. The first thing we have is London calling. We got the New York Jets going to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Sam Darnold is 4-0, and I am very happy for him. But for this week, can he go 5-0? I don't think so. I think you're getting a pissed off Aaron Rodgers and a pissed off Jets team who are currently underdogs by 2.5 points. And I feel like every time the Jets have their backs against the wall, they tend to respond well. And I believe Aaron Rodgers knows that the Minnesota Vikings are the 30th ranked pass defense, and this is time for him and Garrett Wilson to finally get on the same page. Lazard has been good, Mike Williams has been getting better week by week. I hope to see the rookie receiver Malachi Corley get some snaps, but we haven't seen that as of yet. Defense, continue doing their thing. I know Justin Jefferson is going to be a handful, but I do feel like this is Sauce's big test for the first time this season. I would like to see him travel with him and just shadow him all over the field. Jordan Adams is also good, but we got DJ Reed who just made the first quarter All-Pro team, so it's going to be a fun matchup. I know it will be a very good game, and I'm going to take the Jets to take down the Vikings and hand them their first loss. Next thing we got is the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Good to see Joe Burrow and company finally get on the winning column. Although it was against the Panthers, they just needed to get right finally. The Ravens dismantled the Bills as I predicted they would. They're looking hot. Now, the problem with the Ravens is it's going to be just Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson rushing, and you got Mark Andrews or Rashad Bateman just waving for the ball, and Lamar is just not looking. We knew this was going to run with the Ravens all the time. I just hope they figure it out. The Bengals defense is not that great. They're average at best. Ravens defense can be had, so Cincinnati could definitely do some damage there. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase finally got on the same page. I'm going to take the Bengals on the road. At home. I believe they're finally going to turn the season around. Next game we got is the Buffalo Bills taking on the Houston Texans. Now, the Texans coming off a good win against the Jaguars. They will be ready to go at home, but the Bills, who just got embarrassed on national TV, I think Josh Allen will take that a little too personally and come out swinging. I did see that Khalil Shakir will be out, so Keon Coleman will have to step up along with all the other receivers they got, Matt Collins and the tight ends, Kincaid and Knox, and James Cook is running the ball well. I believe Buffalo will go down there and take care of the Texans. Texans offense has been clicking well so far. I know Joe Mixon has been out a couple of weeks, but Nico Collins has been on a tear, so good for him. I know Stephon Diggs will be eager to get back to his old team, but I just think the Bills being embarrassed after is going to work in their favor, and they will take down the Houston Texans. Next thing we got is, let's see. We got the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Football. Now, this is an iconic matchup from the 70s, of course, but are the teams as good as they once were? I don't think so. I think the Cowboys literally are relying on Dak Prescott to win every game. Their rushing offense is non-existent at this point. And CeeDee Lamb has been doing okay, but Dak has got to feed him the ball even more than he has been, because I believe Ben Cooks is out, so you got Jalen Tolbert on the other side. I'm not sure how that's going to go, but this is going to be a one-dimensional offense. And the Pittsburgh defense is very good. TJ Watt and those boys are playing very hard. Justin Fields did have a good game last week, but again, against Colts defense, I can't put too much stock into it. I want to see more from him, and I know that the Cowboys defense will be without DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons, so Fields can have a better game than as opposed to having a starting unit out there for the Cowboys. So this would be a good game. This would be a close game, but I believe the Cowboys have enough firepower to pull it out at the end. Next game we got is the New Orleans Saints taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The undefeated Chiefs, honestly, are, they're just finding every way possible to win each game, and that's a sign of a good team. They're just, no matter what, at the end of the day, style points don't matter. It's the win and losses that count. So, yeah, last week was a rough game against the Chargers, but they found a way to win. Rashid Rice got taken up as his own quarterback. I'm not sure how he feels about that. But this is a good chance for Xavier Worthy to step up. Travis Kelce should see the ball more now. New Orleans Saints started the season hot 2-0 and came back down to earth the last couple of weeks. So maybe they will try to reestablish themselves on prime time to show everyone that no, they are for real. But I just think Kansas City defense might be too much for them, and they'll slow down Rashid Shaheed, Alvin Kamara, and the boys. Give them the Chiefs at home. So there we go. We got the Jets Sunday morning, early start. Then we got the Bengals at home. We got the Bills on the road. We got the Cowboys on the road and Chiefs at home. Let me know about these picks. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys with Week 6 picks. Go Jets!